Hi, I'm Dr. Morgan Bosch, and I'm a professor here at Barton College in the School of Education, and I'm here today to talk to you about our residency program. Our residency program is for individuals that are teaching currently that are interested in getting their teaching license. Barton School of Education for the residency program is actually very unique in comparison to a lot of the other colleges and universities in North Carolina. We offer classes in the spring, the summer, and the fall. During that time, you'll be taking courses such as classroom management, you'll be taking methods courses, you'll be taking either area, if you're in special ed, you'll be taking special ed specific courses. If you're in BK, you'll be taking birth to kindergarten courses. And if you're in elementary, then you obviously will do your elementary. We do also have secondary programs if you're interested in those. So Barton has a huge variety of areas for you to get your licensure. So that's one thing that's really unique. And I'm actually going to talk a little bit more about the special ed program, which is something that Barton has that many other colleges and universities that are doing the residency program don't have. And that's the ability to do general curriculum and the adapted curriculum special education. So for those of you that are kind of like, what does that mean? General curriculum special ed is where you are working in inclusion classrooms. So you're working towards the standards of the general regular education classroom. The adapted curriculum special ed is when you are working in the self-contained classroom, and those students are typically working more towards like job-related skills, daily living skills, and the curriculum has been adapted for them to be successful. So here at Barton, you have the opportunity to get either license, so either general curriculum or adapted curriculum, or with one additional class, you can get both licensure areas completed in the same time frame. Some other advantages of Barton's program is we make sure that you're prepared for the teacher licensure exams. So depending on the area of licensure that you're seeking, so for example, elementary, you'll be taking a math, you'll be taking a reading test. Special ed, you'll be taking a math and reading, and then also some Praxis 2 tests. We have made sure that the courses that we offer during that residency time will be preparing you for those. So I'll give you one example. We offer a course called Math 210, and that is going to set you up for your math licensure exam. So we make sure that that class gives you time to practice, gives you time to work on the specific skills that are going to be assessed during that test. We also have the reading foundations, and again, like I mentioned, there are Praxis 2s for special ed and for our secondary, and we make sure that in our methods courses that you will be prepared for those tests. And we currently have a 100% pass rate for all teacher licensure exams for our graduating residency students. We actually are extremely unique in the fact that we offer one other class that's very specific to our programs. All people in North Carolina are going to have to take something called EdTPA, which is basically a culmination of your time during a residency program. You're going to be doing videos, you're going to be completing templates, and you're basically kind of showing off a showcase of your work and your ability as a teacher. So during that time, we offer a course that is called Submitting EdTPA. So you're able to actually work one-on-one, which is a huge advantage of our program, with a professor. And that professor is going to work with you to help you understand what you are submitting and how to submit, because there are some ways that are a little bit different on how you submit your videos and your transcripts. And so you actually have somebody working with you one-on-one to make sure you feel comfortable and confident in that submission. So we have really had some very fun times with students in doing that, and we've come up with some ways to make sure that they feel successful in submitting. Because as I mentioned, it can be difficult to go through kind of the actual submission on their website. So we have come up with the word EdTPA submission party. And depending on who your supervisor is, so if you're in special ed, I would be the person that would be working one-on-one with you. You will be coming into, typically we do a Google Meet because so many people are from all different parts of North Carolina, and we get on together and we walk through the actual submission. So you would have your computer up, we would have you on a Google Meet, and we'd all be working together to make sure that you are uploading the exact documents and that they are in the form that you're needed. So the neat thing is that when we do this, we kind of call it a party, because typically it's, the class that's doing it at this time. You've been working one-on-one, but it's kind of culminating on this one specific day that is the day for EdTPA submission. And we all get on and we kind of root each other along and help each other. And so we get such great feedback from students that, man, it really made me feel comfortable when I hit that final submission button. Because it is very stressful in making sure you have all the components. It could be up to 20 different things that you're uploading on that site. And so making sure you have it in the right format, making sure it's flipped and rotated in the exact orientation that's needed, making sure the transcript matches with the video. These are all things that maybe you've been doing it over and over and become kind of, oh, of course, I've got it, I'm good. But when somebody's there to kind of root you along and just give you an extra set of eyes, you feel much more confident hitting that submit button and then waiting for a couple of weeks to get your scores back. So that's one thing that we do that we have felt has been really, really successful to our program and giving confidence to the person that is actually doing the submission. I have one other story that is kind of unique to our program, is we offer a class called coaching, which is something that is kind of like a time for you as a teacher, probably in your first year or maybe at the beginning of your second year teaching, where you're just getting used to the classroom. What is my classroom management style? How is my behavior plan for the class going to be done? Just different things like that. What are my rules, my procedures? What are the routines that I'm going to use in my classroom? And sometimes it's easy to think back of, things that you've done in the past, or maybe teachers you've had in the past, but now you're actually having to apply it to a classroom. So we have these two classes called coaching. And in these classes, you'll be working again, a thing that's very unique to Barton, one-on-one with a coach from the School of Education. And they will be helping you in designing lesson plans, classroom management, and the best part about it is they're there to listen. So if you have questions or you are just kind of, I'm not sure what to do in this situation, you guys can work together to brainstorm and come up with ideas. And why this is so neat is you end up creating this really great mentorship with whoever your coach may be. And they will be there with you for the time that you are at Barton and beyond. So the neat thing is I still have students that are contacting me from years ago that completed our residency program that will say, hey, Dr. Bosch, I'm just kind of curious about what you do in a situation with this type of student. Typically it revolves a lot around different behaviors in the special ed world. I have a kid that is showing this behavior. What would be some strategies or some recommendations that you'd have? And so it's just really neat to see that these teachers years later are coming back still hoping to get some information and support from our Barton faculty. And again, what makes Barton so unique is that we are there for you. We are there for you while you're in our program during residency, and we are there for you after, because our main goal is to make you a successful and confident teacher. So if what you've heard today gets you interested in the Barton program, please follow the link on the screen to apply. What is the application process like? So what you will do is you'll apply through that link, and it's absolutely free. So if you are interested at all, it's a great way for you to just get some more information and more details about our program. When you do that, one of our dedicated admission staff will reach out to you and we'll get a little bit more information, and you will make sure that you submit your transcripts. At that point, we will evaluate your transcripts and give you a plan of study. And what's so great about that is you will know from day one exactly what you have to take in our program. And you'll be able to see the timeline that it should take you to complete as long as you stay on track with that. It will show you kind of your expected end date for getting that licensure area. So that's something that you might want to be thinking about. And again, follow the link on the screen and you can go ahead and make your application. Once you apply, things to think about for Barton is, why is Barton somewhere that you want to attend? Barton is a place that, even though when you're kind of maybe looking around and doing your research, you may find that our tuition rate, which is $318 a credit hour, it is extremely reasonable for the area. Okay, if you are doing some research, you will find that our rate is very comparable to other schools. There is one area that you may have noticed that is offering an admission that's slightly less than us, which are some of the community colleges. And what I want to say to that is, just remember some of the things that Barton will bring to you that will make your experience while you're teaching a little bit better. So remember, as you're a residency teacher, you're every day waking up, you're going to school, you are in the classroom all day long. And what better than to have somebody from a dedicated Barton staff be able to help you in understanding what you are doing as a teacher and maybe ways to make your life a little bit easier in the classroom. Again, with lesson planning, with classroom management, with behavioral management strategies. So at Barton, you have that individualized instruction and individualized meeting time with your faculty members, with your advisors, or with a mentor of your choice. At that time, you get to meet with them, and that is something that is so unique about Barton and that you will not find at any other college or university in the area. Also, remember those awesome pass rates that we have. So to be able to pass EdTPA with 100% pass rate, and to be able to pass those teacher licensure tests with 100% pass rate, that is really something that's going to benefit you to have a one try and get it done and be able to move on because of the great courses we have to support you and the great faculty and staff we have to support you. Thank you for joining us today. I hope this video has been helpful to answer some questions about the Barton Residency Program and to understand some of the really positive points of our program. If you're interested in applying, please don't hesitate to send that free application in and get your transcripts evaluated and get that plan of study that will lead you to success in the classroom. We really thank you for your time today. If you have any more questions, please see the contact information below and reach out to us. We look forward to working with you in the future.